is in my favor. And that's all that matters. I ain't got to work as hard when God is in my favor. I'm next in line because God is in. Some of y'all don't know when to open your mouth and let. God is going to war. I got to go. God is going to war. God is going to fight. But he says, I'm not fighting now because of you. I'm fighting because my name is on you. I got to find me a church that I can preach to in here. You got to understand now that you will never be able to live up to the greatness of the name of God. His name was great before your great-great-great-great-grandmother and grandfather got together. Before your family tree was ever developed, the name of God was already great. You just happened to come along because God had his hand on your family tree. Because he was waiting for you to come along and break every yoke and bondage on your family name. Touch a neighbor and tell them I'm changing some things. Lord have mercy. I said touch a neighbor and tell them I'm changing some things. Because God's hand is on my name. And they may not see my name, but they gonna recognize God's name. We sing that song, but we don't recognize the meaning. How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. All will see how great is our God. They only gonna know it was God because it's gonna be somebody like me that shows up when the glory cloud is gone, that still got a smile on his face, and the one that was first has now become last, because God's name is upon my life, and he said I am the first and the last. I am the beginning and I am the end. Wherever you are, I got the power to turn the line around. Touch somebody and tell them I'm next in line. I'm next in my family. I'm going to be the first six-figure salary in my family. I'm going to buy everybody a house. I'm bringing everybody to harvest. I got to find me a church in here. All expenses paid. Because I want you to get delivered. I want somebody that have never been through what I've been through to never go through what I've been through, because they ain't got the name like I got the name. He said, look at my people. I turned them into a mountain. Mountains go up in elevation, but they also experience all kinds of storms. You got hailstorms, you got torrential rains, you got all kinds of snowy weather. And the higher you go in the mountain, the harder it is to breathe. I got to find me a church in here. He said, but I poured out my fury upon them that I call my mountain, but the mountain would not break. Nudge your neighbor and say, neighbor, while God was dealing with me, I never broke. I never gave in. Tell him I thought about it. I thought it over a few times. But every time I thought about it, I found myself back in the presence of God. I wish I had me a church in here that would tell God, talk to me. I said, I wish I had me a church that would say, God, talk to me. He said, I made you go through changes. You were mad at everybody, but you should have been mad at yourself. You were disappointed with broken promises, but you never looked at your own broken promises. You were mad at other folks for their behavior, but you were never mad about your own dysfunctional behavior. You called everybody else messy, but you never looked at your mess. You called everybody else dirty, but you never looked at your dirt. You said they had bloody hands, but you didn't look at your blood-drenched hands. And I'm glad I serve a God. I got to go. I got 6 minutes to finish this. I'm glad I serve a God, schemes that does not change. Even when I don't hold his name, even when I don't make his name look good, he will not let his name go down. I said he refuses to let me drop his name. He said you went amongst the heathen, and that's when I said enough is enough. You're not gonna take my name and make mockery of it. I know how some of y'all don't fear God no more. You think God is a joke. You think God is a playground fool. You think God is a slinky. You think God is Play-Doh. You think God is your little batteryless pump truck. You gonna do what you wanna do with God and think it's gonna be alright. He said, but you only got a form of godliness, but you ain't got no power. And I'm tired of people looking at my people saying that's where the power is supposed to be. But you're so dirty and filthy. He said you look like and you smell like a woman going through her monthly, but refuse to clean yourself up. He said, but because my name is there, I will not let my name go down. I wish I had real people that could recognize in the past year I opened my mouth at the wrong time. I said the wrong thing. About my brother and sister, I should have kept my mouth shut, but my anger got the best of me. My company got the best of me. But here I am, Lord.